When writing about dates, times, and locations, you may need more than one piece of information. Whether time, date, or year, town, city, or state, when linking items, a comma should be placed between each piece of information to denote where items end and begin. So when you are writing, there are some things you should know about times and dates and where commas should go. You might link years with months or a time with a day, such as 1862 and the 5th day of May. To explain to you all how commas are used, we'll take an example from our friend Dr. Seuss. The Happy Way bus leaves at 4:42 every day and then goes to Old Sola Salou. Here you can see we have a specific time, which is paired with a day that follows in line. In between is a comma that delineates between the specific time and then the day. Every day could be replaced with a specific date, such as 4:42 and November the 8th. Whichever you choose, the comma remains to show that the time is separate from the days. But maybe you're linking a day with a year, in which case the rules are equally clear. Dr. Seuss wrote 60 books or more and was born on March 2nd, 1904. Between the day and then the year, there is a comma, that much is clear. But there's no comma between the month and the date because the month is an adjective in this case. It restricts the day, so there isn't a need for a comma to be placed in between. You may need more than one piece of information, not only for times, but also locations. And now to explain how these commas are used, we'll again use examples from our friend, Dr. Seuss. There was one shirker quite hidden away in the Fairfax apartment 12J. We first see the building, and then the unit within, and a comma is carefully placed in between. If you're pairing cities, towns, countries, or states, you'll still use a comma to delineate. And we'll call one last time on our friend Dr. Seuss to provide an example of how these commas are used. From Dayton, Ohio to St. Paul, Minnesota to Wichita, Kansas and Drake, North Dakota, there are 4 cities here, all paired with a state. In between each, a comma separates the individual pieces of information that help with location identification. Those are the rules, and now that you know, let us summarize where the commas should go. When you have 2 or more pieces of information, then you will need a separation. For times you may have a month such as September, March, April, July, or even November. You may have a season, summer, spring, winter, fall, and you may have a time, but that is not all. You could use a date such as June 17, or even holidays, Easter or Halloween. Whatever you use, if you have 2 or greater, you must use a comma as a separator. For locations, of course, the rules are the same. You may mention a state such as New York or Maine. You might have a country such as Poland or Iran. You might have a town or city such as Milan. But again, if you're listing 2 items or greater, then you must use a comma as a separator. I hope that was clear and you're ready to go, but should you have a question, just leave them below. I'll answer them quickly, one after the other. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.